Hey everyone, this is Josh from before. I'm here with McFarlane Toys Violator Megafig from the new Spawn Wave, and I'm so stoked to be looking at this right now. It's huge, it's heavy. He's in this really sharp looking box that's got nice photos and fantastic artwork on it, and it looks really sharp in here, and it looks so sharp that I gotta say I think McFarlane needs to start crediting sculptors, painters, designers, photographers, art directors, everyone that worked on this, because I can already tell you without even taking it out of the box, this is something that they should be really proud of. This is just freaking awesome. And it's been a long time since we've had a dedicated Spawn line, so this is just very, very exciting for old school Spawn and McFarlane Toys fans like myself. And I can't wait anymore. We got to get into this thing. Oh, there's that real quick if you want to look at it. He's heavily strapped into this cardboard all the way through it. And I know a lot of folks who are old school Spawn fans are going to say, oh, this is not my Violator. And, you know, I feel the same way. I'm you know, grew up with the skinny, stringy Violator, but I also kind of don't care. This is just cool as shit. And, you know, whatever. If they want to make, you know, this weird beefy Violator, fine with me. And it's really just like feels so much like that first Malbolgia figure that they did way back in the day that was just huge and heavy as hell. But that one was priced the same as the others. This is 50 bucks. Holy shit, this is awesome. This really feels like, I mean, what so many people loved back in the day about McFarlane when they first came on the scene with the crazy sculpts and paint. It just feels like you could just stare at this thing all day, just pour over all the incredible details and just never run out of stuff to look at. You know what I mean? It makes me think of old figures like the Heap, which was a big monstrous guy. I love just all these alligator, crocodile kind of scales with the different, you know, types of scaling. On these big, like, thick. It just looks so scaly and callous. Like, it looks like it's painful for him to move. He just really needs some moisturizer. Love this big backbone just cracking through the back here. Up to these the horns that have this kind of, I don't know, some of the detail on the horns. I'm not sure if it's meant to represent like his skin has kind of been torn as the horns poke through, like, you know, his clown face, or if they're supposed to be sort of like rotting and caved in. They also kind of make me think of like when, like, deer antlers, they have this like velvety coating that like molts kind of. It's very interesting. I'm just not sure. I just don't know necessarily what it means, is all I'm saying. Inside of the mouth is shiny and has great paint. One thing I'm missing is maybe a tongue. The Violator's always got his little crazy tongue moving around. But this is just incredible. I feel like I could look at this for hours. Let's start moving them around. I don't know what about the head. I don't know what to expect from that. If that moves much. The jaw definitely moves. Love that insane Violator jaw. Love those segmented eyes with a look that are shiny. These horns are softer material. They have a little bit of give to them, which is nice because, you know, back in the day, some of the, you know, figures would break, would have delicate kind of pieces like that. This head's not moving too much. Hang on. Not a lot of movement in the head, and what movement there is, it's very difficult to do, to like kind of grab him. He's got all these little pointy teeth and little spikes poking off of his forehead, so he'll bite you if you push him too hard. And he's got these like rows of little teeth in there. Something about his mouth reminds me of like Chucky from Rugrats, kind of. I don't know why. It makes me think of like a baby mouth. Maybe I just played too much Resident Evil 8. His shoulders get all the way up here. Well, all the way up there. Look at that. Fantastic. Oh man, that's awesome. Just any way you move him, he looks cool. And he looks dangerous. Single elbows that move pretty easily. You just kind of want to get you want to get some good leverage on it and kind of not do what I'm doing right now. You want to reinforce, just because the pieces are so big and you can see those pegs in there. You don't want to stress them out too much. And this rotation here, amazing. Just looks so cool. Look at all the detail under there. Look at that. Good range on that wrist, rotating. Just look at all these spikes on the back of his arm. Just, there's so much to look at. He got a waist and he's got a diaphragm, but I'm just like, just see how cool he looks with just very little amount of like moving around at all. Just every position you put him in, he looks cool and dangerous and scary. Really nice side to side movement there. Not a lot of forward and back, but I mean that would honestly probably create some, he's top heavy, that would probably create some standing up issues if he had much more movement forward. But we didn't expect this guy to be Spider-Man, nor should we. But he can do the splits. He's got a lot of range in here. You know, some of the bigger figures like Bane and King Shark from the Multiverse line have had impaired sort of waist movement, but this guy's got a lot. And he could really, man, he's huge, just crap, like with his legs as they are in the box, but man, you could really stretch him out and make him that much taller. Jesus. You probably wouldn't want to leave him there like that for too long, but like actually really well balanced despite having a very top heavy, high center of gravity. But I didn't really go over those. So all of these, that knee joint has a twist in it. This one does as well, has a twist, as do the ankles. So actually an insane amount of range for such a huge figure. This is, oh man, this is, if this isn't figure of the year, I don't know what is, guys. This is so rad. Incredible. This is amazing. Look at this thing. Look at the attitude. Just look at the, oh man. So if you're watching this, I'm gonna include a link to a video I did a few years ago. It wasn't a toy review. It was a fake toy commercial for the Spawn Dream House. It was a bit of a joke about the edgy Spawn toys of the 90s. And I think if you're the type who's a Spawn fan, I think you would appreciate it. So I'm going to put a link to it. Let's go look at him next to Gunslinger and Raven Spawn. I'm still waiting on Redeemer, so I don't have him yet, but you see how he stacks up next to these other characters. There's his alter ego Clown. Let's just swap some guys out here. Mortal Kombat Spawn. Huge. He's huge. Look at this. You can see a throwback here. He is next to Al Simmons from the Total Chaos line back in the day, and here he is next to first Spawn toy. They've come quite a long way. Here he is with Kickstarter Spawn. I think these guys fit together really nicely. Bane, Build-A-Fig from Multiverse line, and a Mr. Hyde from Legends. Let's see him with Legends Angela. That Angela still kind of works next to some of these others. Not quite a perfect match, but I think she fits in there all right. And then here is even next to McFarlane, the Todd designed Batman from the Multiverse line as well. I don't know what else I can tell you. If you're not sold on this guy after seeing him, they probably never will be. You know, if the price tag, you know, gives you a little bit of heartburn, it's fully worth 50 bucks. This here's a Mafex Harvey that was 50 bucks, and this thing's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is so huge. Nothing else you get for this price is gonna have this much presence and look this good. You know, you could make some nitpicks maybe about the paint in a couple spots, but really it looks incredible. You know, compare this to that $50 MODOK from Legends. Compare this to anything else retail for 50 bucks. What, maybe that Jurassic Park Jeep, I don't know. This thing is definitely beats all of them in terms of value and in terms of what you get for what you pay. So this is an all-timer for sure. Just a fantastic figure, and I don't know what else I could tell you guys. Go get this right now. You gotta get this. You kidding me? All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.